everything's looking good. Here we are again.
Oh yeah.
Episode 2 of special quarantine mini-series of Chronicles of the Coast, our weekly Dungeons and... Excuse me, I felt a burp coming on, but it's like gone already. How unprofessional. I am aghast. Also, I just realized I didn't drop the curtain behind me. And I've got like... what is this? This is...
He's in somebody's art room.
Pay no attention to the meat freezer.
And the tennis racket.
Yeah. Jesse,
There you
God,
go.
put on pants.
Oh, and you guys saw my pajama pants too? How?
Oh, damn.
Oh,
The
The
no.
illusion is broken.
We are worth every penny in our production budget.
Yes, we are. Oh, God.
I did it all on purpose. It was all on purpose. I'm just here to, I'm showing the people what they wanted. They wanted pajama pants and they wanted unpainted drywall.
Pants.
That's right.
Yeah, it was.
It's true.
You guys didn't see it in our Facebook group? They were like, hey, we want more pajama pants in the stream.
It was a very specific request.
Lots of SpongeBob requests for pajama pants.
For pajama pants, yeah. Lots of requests for it by somebody who we have all filed a restraining order against, and they are no longer part of that group.
Oh, good lord.
Anyways, let's let's jump into our game here. We are continuing on with our characters of Amarth's history, taking place somewhat about 200 years or so prior to our current game. We're reliving some of Amarth's past in order to better get people to understand it, viewers and players alike. So, Rip Biffington, Leo Warren. Is it Leo Warren? Leo Warren.
Yes. Leo Warren. It's hard. Hard to say.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. I
Every
made
time-
it that way.
Every time I have to say it, I'm just like, damn you,
Dude, you get your tongue all tied up.
Phasic,
Yes.
and decent. Wait, did you say Phasic or Phasic?
It's Faye, as in short for my dad's name.
That's what I thought. Oh,
Yes, boy.
ouch. Okay, Phasic. If anybody watched last week's stream, it was very entertaining. Yeah, that was a fun game.
Glad you liked it.
All right. Well, 10 years ago, these intrepid, renowned explorers and adventurers had come face to face with their father who abandoned them. A noble paladin, no less, who was part of an elven group. They were, the devout Avanastellian. Well, after that adventure came to a conclusion, and unfortunately finding your father too late as he had already perished, you finished, you turned in what you had to your superior, your patron, your quest giver, who had asked that you deliver the oh my gosh, what did I say? Who remembers?
I gotta find my little book.
The light
Who remembers what?
The
I
light
remember.
of some...
Yes, the light. You guys were supposed to deliver what you thought was an artifact called the light.
The
The
August
August, yeah, the
August light.
August
the August
light.
light.
Yeah.
You were to deliver the August light. Well, it turns out that the August light was not an artifact, but it was in fact a person, and that person too had perished. But you were given a special seal saying that your failure to deliver such an artifact was not on you and was in fact on the elves, and so you would
Yeah, the general let us know that, the new general.
the new general, the elf who when other elves had shown up thinking that you to be the treacherous ones, another elf had stood up and impersonated a general in order to get you free and clear of any danger. So,
What a nice guy.
right? What happened? Anyways, 10 years have passed since that fateful day. You've been busy. You've met up. You've parted ways. You've met back up. Parted ways again. Does anybody want to say what it is that they've been doing in their 10 years? Now's a good time.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll go next.
No, you go. You go.
Okay. So Phasic's just kind of making his name for himself, just hunting, getting good at his craft and such. At one point, his connection with spirits is getting so strong that he wants to go back to visit his mother's grave and see if he can make contact. And after quite a bit of rituals and things along that nature, he was able to steal an essence of her soul momentarily, and that's how he has adapted his new Phantom ability for his rogue. So he can now capture souls, which is amazing. And so with the little soul capture thing, I can basically destroy it to ask that soul a question. So the first one I did is I asked my mom basically who my real father was, and she revealed to me that it was Face Jillian.
Nice.
And so at first I was like, I don't care that guy died, and now I'm hurt just like the rest of y'all. So, but it has strengthened our bond as brothers, and basically went back to adventuring with you guys, whatever everyone was doing.
Nice.
Indeed.
Love it.
Rick, go ahead. I think you were trying to... Yeah.
Okay. Well, Leorin, Lathalos Faestrillion's son, the oldest child of the bastard children. But we get along great. We're starting to enjoy each other's company. In the past 10 years, Leorin's honeycomb wax has become a household name used anywhere, such as protection from banshees, a suitable sealant for jar foods. Candles are very popular. And assisted in the world's first Iser. It's called Biffweiser, Honey Badger Mead. It's the tastiest mead on the land. Also educating people on how important bees are to the world. That's what he did in his 10 years. And he took a bath. Other than washing his hair.
Why are you even adventuring with such a lucrative career?
You know? You get bored.
Is your
Indiana Jones, man, he was a architect, never mind. You know,
archaeologist.
can't talk.
Are you
Thank
sure? Are you sure Bert isn't like one of your names in there somewhere? Do you
Bert?
do you like
Leo and Bert.
sell chapstick on the side?
Nope, it's the Lathalos wax.
No, okay, I get it. So Bert is your biggest rival, and he just
Bert
sells.
is the biggest rival. Bert is the new upcoming, younger Fortune 500 company
Yeah.
on the rise.
His
But
name
the
is-
old man will always be around.
They're like a .com. They use sending stones to coordinate all their. All
Yeah,
their,
they're so efficient in that manner. Their communication skills, it's unbelievable. We're still using rocks and quail feathers for.
So
Anyway, next.
Leorin is
Nice to be
a
here.
brother, and Phasic is a brother of my character, Decent Sylvanar. He, upon realizing that his father had passed, he returned in defeat to his mother, or at least what he thought would be his mother. And unfortunately, she was no longer there, where he left her. So father dead, abandoned by his mother, he spent some time banging about as a mercenary for a while, adding very little glory to his name.
Just like his father.
Yeah, just like his father. And realizing that he wasn't getting anywhere with that, and there was no more ladders to climb to the top of glory, he decided that he was going to become the most prodigious and glorious drunk that Amarth has ever seen. So for about the last year or so, he's been pretty much drinking himself into a stupor gloriously.
Glorious
Drunk. I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Think Fat Thor from Avengers Endgame. I mean, that's basically what's happened to happened since the time that you guys last seen him. So you seen
Welcome,
him,
brother.
Yeah, he was doing great. He was swinging his sword around and
It's like a
shit.
10-year reunion.
Yeah. But anyway, that's me. Half elf paladin of glory.
Yeah.
So much glory.
Yeah.
Very glorious.
Oh, I'm playing
There he
Rip
is.
Biffington. I'm John Wallace. I'm playing the Druid of the Wildfire. What I did over these 10 years was, of course, work with my brother, Leorin, and the two of us have created Biffweiser and the Biffweiser industry.
Yes.
We've created just to get outside the Elflands. We've gone into Page because they're a little bit more lax. It's more of a tax shelter for us. And we're going to use the Biffweiser brand and build it from there to make it so that we can spread it across the countries, because Page is totally not at war with everybody right now, right?
Nope.
Well, a little bit of history about Page, the Principality of Page, is that they actually are not usually at war with anyone. So no, they are not at war with anyone. They are very isolationist, and they have no interest in other nations.
Heck yeah! And with our dealings, we're able to spread this honey badger mead everywhere.
Honey badger mead.
I've created a process of making druid groves around these bee-kept ranger honeycombs, so that they can produce this extra special honey for the badger mead. Taking up a new apprentice. His name is Nissatir Lefay. I think everything's going to work out real great. He's a wizard, and he's really into conjuring elementals. That's his real shtick. A little sleepy. I kind of catch him every once in a while sleeping on the job.
It's kind of dark for the people who have like the knowledge of like what you're talking about.
But with my brand new type of wheat and hops, it's magically modified GMOs, I feel like pretty soon we're going to be able to cap the industry here and start pressing and pushing out all this Biffweiser to different locations.
I agree.
All right, so and that brings us to the 10-year conclusion of all of you regrouping once again. So, you Fey bastards.
I prefer the term forgotten son.
Face Trillions bastards.
That's our fucking team name. We're the Fey Bastards.
Oh, either Fey bastards or, like Daniel said, I'm now really partial to Fey's forgotten sons.
Face forgotten sons.
Yes, I prefer that term. And since you guys have like got this whole brewery thing going on, that's probably why Decent showed back up after ditching you guys for the last year. He found out you guys had a badass brewery going on, and he was pretty much out of money and meat, so
Needed someplace to
See,
sleep.
the trick is we don't pay the help. We just get some undead to help us out. And they work for free tirelessly. We never have to worry about paying them, and we grow the only plants in Page.
I showed up
Yep.
and I keep turning them, so you guys have no choice but to hire me. So I'm like, haha, paladin abilities. Haha.
Some asshole. Look, we need to start sticking out like a were necromancer or some sort of like scare necromancer to keep away the paladins. They're bothering the house.
Scaremancer.
Yeah, you put up like a scare lich out in the field. It looks like a lich, and like there's like it's got a horned crown and a staff with a skull, and it's just out in the field. And there's a paladin out there. Be gone, lich! And like it's shoddy and poorly made. So like he comes out there, and just by coincidence, the wind shifts, and it's like, aha! I have vanquished you, foe.
Yeah. I can't move on from this town. Every 10 day, a new lich crops up in the fields near the brewery, and I must go slay it. Gods be damned, this town is cursed.
That's brilliant. I love it.
That being said, you actually do not find yourselves, particularly at this moment, inside of Page. For you have received a summons by your old accomplice and employer, although apparently things have gone a little bit different for them, and one of your old contacts, as you were all members of
the Gilded
the
Shackled?
Grizzly Shackled.
Yeah, Grizzly Shackled.
One of your contacts has left that organization. His name is Ayla. And Ayla has begun his career anew in a different organization. This organization is known as the Brotherhood of Oblivion. While it sounds ominous, the Brotherhood of Oblivion is mostly known as they're rumored to exist. They're not actually widely known. It's sort of a tale that most people say to their children or to whoever else is like, you better watch out. They say that the Brotherhood of Oblivion stalks the shadows of these lands. While many people see the Brotherhood of Oblivion as something dangerous and someone to fear, when somebody who they believe to be a member of the Brotherhood steps into town, all of the peasants shirk away and hide in their huts and hovels and try to distance themselves and not be known. The Brotherhood of Oblivion is actually a very benevolent group. Hooded individuals under the moniker of the Brotherhood of Oblivion are monster hunters. But they're the type of monster hunters who believe in using fire to fight fire. So it is not beneath them to use the most dangerous magic, cursed artifact, or forgotten lore of some eldritch tome. They make pacts with planar beings. They use those cursed artifacts and dark rituals to enable them to combat the darkness. However, as those dark powers come at a price, due to the dark powers they wield, they are feared and unwelcomed across the realms, despite all the good that they do for the realms. Your particular contact, Ayla, has offered you quite the reward. In the last few weeks, as you have been going about your business, congregating and meeting up, you just happen to all of you, it's almost as if by coincidence that by the time you all finally come back together once again, the Forgotten Sons, the Fey Bastards, all together in one place, that the sky illuminates in a weird eldritch green. Nobody has ever seen the northern lights this strong, this far south. Yet reports are coming in that these northern lights are burning the sky a strange eldritch green as far south as Minthios and the Octopala Isles. Many are claiming that this is the end of times, that doomsday is upon you. many others are going about. The rich are blowing their fortunes on frivolous activity. The poor are looting, and it's become almost widespread chaos, as this cannot be a coincidence. This has to be an ill omen. The majority of people shelter themselves with their families in their homes, trying to comfort one another, but nothing has abated. This weird eldritch glow streaking across the sky for all corners continues to illuminate the night at all hours and even taint the sky and the sun during the day. But no one has any answers.
Does it give it like this sickly kind of dark, grayish, like greenish?
It is a sickly green for sure.
Oof.
Did you just call it a dark, bright green?
Yeah, I don't know why I said dark. I was
Okay.
thinking dark, but
It is a sickly
It's
green.
daytime, so-
It is. I mean, imagine all the different hues of green you get with pea soup,
yeah.
and this is kind of what you're looking at. And
Very
it's just
thin.
this green fire, this northern lights streaking across the sky and tainting the sunlight or the moonlight, no matter what hour, constantly. Except for one thing, one particular thing that you can see on the horizon, whether you can see it set rising and setting almost as if it were part of the cycle of the moon and the sun. It's a star. There's a very bright star. That is the bright green up in the sky. And it rises and it sets just like the others. However, it's erratic and strange. And so you received a summons from Ayla to come to Rodmalak. The letter reads as follows. Friends, it has been some time since we last exchanged word. I hope that you are well. We live in dire times. I have sources and contacts here in Rodmalak. They beckon you to come forth. There is a high opportunity to make a name for yourself. We are assembling a special force, a strike team, in order to go into the dark lands that exist between Rodmalak and Page, south of Mabau. If you are to arrive and come here, I can promise riches the likes of which you've never seen upon victory, or, at the very least, upon failure, a glorious death. Cheers to the former. I await your reply. Ayla.
Well, that settles it. I've got nothing else
So
to
we're all
do,
together right
and I'm
now.
all out of mead.
Not in Page though, in Rodmal.
Oh, here, have some. I got plenty.
So
Well,
you
then I'm
are
staying here.
so you are in Page right now on your way to Rodmalak. If you choose to take this. That's they're discussing.
So are we on the road? Are we at a bar? Are we at an inn? Just you know, where are we at? Where specifically are we at?
You are at Leorin's beeswax factory
Yes.
and
we
brewery
are.
and chapstick manufacturer.
Sign outside says no birds allowed.
No birds.
So we got like one guy named Bert working for
He's
us,
got to
right?
stand outside.
Yeah, he's like
part
the
of the
secret
rule.
recipe, like our artisan who keeps everything together, you know. But like we don't pay him shit, and he's the
But-
only like living human.
You know, it's really nothing personal. So there's a large buffet if he chooses to dine from it
Is it all
for his
different types of
inconvenience.
Well, I must admit, gentlemen, these last 10 years have not been kind to me. I could use a redoubling of my glory that doesn't involve my waist size.
Well, this is a perfect opportunity. We should definitely take this up. Let's do it. What else are we waiting for?
Yes, brothers, I'm with you.
It's good to
Yes.
finally call you brother, Phasic.
Yes, I can't believe my mother held that from me for so long, but it is nice to know the truth.
We're all finally brothers and all together. Cheers,
Still can't
chaps.
Here, here.
Have a drink.
You're here. Yes. You suppose that green wretch of a color in the sky is nothing more than the gods and their hangover?
What? Where are you getting this from?
You know, that's how my insides feel when I'm hungover. Green and glowing.
Obviously,
I'm not
it's a
with the
foul
paranoid masses.
Is that a paladin thing? I'm sorry.
Oh.
I wonder if it's related to our summons.
Perhaps
Well, you
it
guys are
is.
all down to do this, right?
Absolutely. No greater challenge.
If we are to cure the sky, this is going to be a grand event.
I can think of no greater thing than to cure the sky, as Leorin says.
It's a good thing we live in Page, right? I mean, otherwise it would have taken us a long time to get to this place.
Very true.
It does take you a long time to get to that place because you have to go by carriage to get there quickest.
Yeah,
The ship has to go too far around.
I say goodbye to my lord. I mean, my lady.
Who's your lady?
I can't remember her name. It's Lady Starogna? Is that what it is? Starogna? One of the High Lords of Page, right?
I do not know what you have on your character sheet for the High Lord, so
No, will take me a long time to find it. Don't worry about it. It's not
don't
that
worry
important.
about it. Got it. Moving
Don't
on.
worry about it.
Had your nose buried in your business for so long, my friend Rip, that you forgot the name of your wife.
That's horrible.
No,
Man.
it's not my wife, guys. It's not my wife. Don't say that, okay? It's the Lord, the High Lord of the land, okay? She's literally a vampire. She has no interest in half elf like me.
My gods, man, you shouldn't speak of your lady as a vampire, such as those ways.
She literally
Public
sucks the
anyway.
bloods from humans.
Aye.
She'd
need
sooner
to
drain me than mate with me.
Chills down my spine.
Okay. It is not an eventful journey, but it is at least a quarter of a moon journey for you to get to where you were going.
Does that star keep getting closer?
The star glows constant. Some nights it looks brighter, some nights not so much, but it is constant and it is ominous. And this star in the sky, like I said, rises and sets almost like anything else. And the sky is always alight with this bright green eldritch flame. So much so that you have forgotten what total darkness even looks like. This is how long this has been going on. It is only ever dim light.
Must be nice for humans.
It is nice for humans. Yeah. They're... Look, Mommy, I'm not afraid of the dark. No, Timmy, don't go out into the green fire.
Stay out of the green light. So, like, approximately how long has this been going on? With the
time on Amarth is measured by 13 moons. This has been about 1 moon worth of time. And those moons are separated into 4 quarters. So This has been a full moon and a quarter.
Does it seem like it gradually is getting more greenish, or is this moon or star getting... Does it seem to move differently than the rest of them? Anything that we notice
It is
during this month time?
It is difficult to say. It kind of fluctuates, but
Okay.
it definitely started off subtle and quickly grew to a constant. and over that amount of time has been very. It's just ominous. Every time somebody steps out into the open air, it feels uneasy. Nobody has been comfortable. Everyone is unsettled. After your travel, you eventually arrive at what looks to be like a temple of some sorts. This is Rodmalek's current bastion. This is the current bastion of the Brotherhood of Oblivion in Rodmalek. You see that there are many people here, and when you arrive in Rodmalek, not only do you arrive, but you arrive in the capital city of Concord. And this is where the magocracy operates. There is roughly 20 to 30 mages or so who operate the entire city. And if you are not a mage, you're middle class or lower. Mostly lower class. The whole countryside of Rodmalek has been, for the most part, very meager farming land and just the poorest of the poor. As they say, piss pot poor, because they're too busy using urine to tan hides. This is scraping the bottom of the barrel across the entire countryside, as you've seen too many times before. But the city itself of Concord is a resplendent city. The mages make it very opulent for those who are able to live here, and their magic provides many great customs and comforts for the people. You arrive at this particular temple. It's awe-inspiring. There's 7 towers and spires that rise up and scrape the sky. Very elegant stained glass of arcane symbols and such. And as you are about to descend, or as you are about to open up the front doors, a shadowed figure looks at you and catches your attention and says, "Hey! Psst! Over here! We do not go in through the main door." The shadowed figure disappears around the corner and quickly breaks line of sight.
I sort of totter off after him.
Following after the cloaked figure, you see that he goes around to the outside of the building, around the back, and opens up some storm doors into a sheltered area underneath the temple, and descends down some stairs. Looks over, half of their face is masked, only their eyes are visible underneath the cloak, and they make eye contact with you, and then you see them look around in other directions. It sends a bit of a shiver down your spine and a feeling of unease as they disappear into the darkened stairwell. You arrive and look down. There's not a lot of light. Only the bright green of the eldritch night seems to illuminate the stairwell. Looking down, you can see no more than a dozen stairs on this carved stone brick steps, but there's a hint of light down there. What I got going on? It's not quite loading. I can see myself, but I got like a loading bar.
Yeah, that's what I got too. I'm bringing it up now. I think we're off because I don't see our stream showing up. Yeah, broadcast stopped.
Ah, fuck. Wrong thing. I did the wrong... Where's my keyboard? I see everything moving on OBS.
Yeah, so we're still live. It's just blank right now. OBS is going out.
I'm typing in a restream chat and I'm sending messages out to YouTube and to Twitch.
You're still live, by the way. It's coming up live for me now.
Live